Well, a special treat for this week's road trip. You know, we're always asking for your photos and videos on our U-News page on WFRV.com.
Well, I actually packed this really extremely tiny camera in my purse on a recent trip to Indiana. My boyfriend Greg was there helping with a major harvest project, and the farm he was working at offers a really unique public tour, so I decided to take it. Fair Oaks, Indiana is a little more than an hour outside of Chicago. From my house in Menasha, the drive was just over 4 hours. This is really a great chance to get out, stretch your legs, and grab some farm-fresh treats. It seems a little bit like we're in the world's largest corn maze, and I'm not exactly sure what the end point is.
This is a bird's eye view from a semi as it's loaded with corn to feed more than 30,000 cows at Fair Oaks Farms in Indiana. It's one of the largest family-owned dairies in the country. The huge herd is actually split between 10 farm sites. The corn crew I'm riding with is from northeast Wisconsin. For more than a decade, they've spent a few weeks of the summer at Fair Oaks helping with the harvest. And what a harvest it is. I have never seen corn this tall. While I'm getting a behind-the-scenes look at the 19,000 acres used to grow crops, I wanted to know more about the actual farm, so I headed over to the public tour site.
First thing you need to do is walk down the hallway and schedule your bus tour.
We boarded a luxury bus with air conditioning that feels great in the hot and dusty Indiana summer.
There is a stop and go light on the corner of that barn.
A tour guide drives us right through one of the barns. Then it's time to see the moneymaker. Cows are milked on this dairy go-round, or rotary parlor, 3 times each day. On the tour, I also get to see the other end of the corn harvest. The semis I took a ride in come here to dump out the silage. This pile will end up weighing 40,000 tons. I get the special treat of riding along in one of the packing tractors.
Whoa! It's a long way down.
Then it's on to the awe factor.
The big red barn behind is our birthing barn where you can go and sit and watch a live birth.
Between 80 and 100 calves are born each day at Fair Oaks.
While you're in this building, there's a 3D, 4D movie. It's only 10 minutes long. You can catch it any time throughout your visit.
The movie explains more about cows and their huge appetites. In fact, each and every day they drink up to 50 gallons of water and eat 90 pounds of food. No wonder that pile of corn out there is so big.
The people that run these dairies are being good stewards of the environment.
There are 4 exhibit halls. Each one has a red illuminated button. Just press that button and it explains the exhibit to you, brings you out into the interactive area, which is a play area, and you can try your hand at milking a fiberglass cow if you'd like.
And don't move-ill outside for the whole family. Get lost in the string cheese maze or scale the side of a milk bottle. And if all that bouncing around has worked up an appetite,
The cheese plant next door, you can go and visit anytime. They have sandwiches, fantastic ice cream.
about 1% of Fair Oaks milk is processed on site and sold at this store. The other 99% is distributed to dairy processing giants like Dean Foods.
That's quite a trip, Elaine.
Yeah,
It is. Have fun.
I'm not going to make a habit of showing you my home videos, but I just thought that this one was so worth it because I would suggest that anybody goes on this road trip if you're traveling through the area. I mean, it's a trip to take on its own, but especially if you're on a driving vacation, it's a great chance to get out of the car, grab some lunch, see the tour, and really, the admission is so reasonable. It's $10 for adults, $7 for kids, and that includes everything. That's the bouncing outside and the rock climbing and sitting and watching the calves. It was so much fun because there was this auditorium of people watching the calves being born, and when the little calves would try to stand up, everybody would get so excited and you'd hear the whole room go, and everybody would just gasp, and then the one calf finally stood up and everyone cheered. And it was just like nothing I've ever experienced before.
I guess I shouldn't be blown away by the fact that 80 to 90 of these calves are born every day. You know, when you have 30,000 cows, that makes sense, but it's like, you know, around here, it's like a big event when one is born. So 80 to 90
And it was neat to see how they have it split up into such small farms that it really does still seem manageable and family-oriented, that it's not, when I think of a mega farm, I think of just row after row after row of buildings.
Right.
And they're really tiny, cute little farms, and they've done a nice job with that. So I'd recommend going. That corn was like nothing I've seen before.
How tall was that corn?
Well,
you were standing by it, almost like twice as tall.
yourself.
I'm like 5'9", and that was very much over my head because
Wow.
I was shooting video of it, and Greg said, there's no perspective. He said you have to go stand by that corn. So credit to Greg for shooting that video of me by the corn, because it definitely gave you a different perspective.
It had to be like 7 feet tall. Wow.
Or at least.
So Fair Oaks, Indiana, we do have more information on our website, WFRV.com.
Very cool, Melaine. Thank you very much.
Hey.